Hey y'all, how you doing? I'm hanging in. Another hard to sleep night. It's getting on towards midnight on Wednesday night. So I've got another 5 days till I have my ultrasound. So not too much longer to wait, thankfully, but still feels like forever. Yeah, when I lived out at the beach and was in pain management, I was hopeful when I started with them because I thought they would be proactive in helping with pain management. But pretty much all they did was keep throwing more drugs at me, which ended up having me way over medicated for most of the 2000s. So much so that I don't remember a lot of what happened during that time. I had a lot going on during that period, during those years, and I can't remember what years things happened. I know I had my gallbladder out. I had surgery on both my big toes. I had a biopsy on a lump in my left breast. What years those happened, I have no clue. I do know, of course, in 2008, my niece got married, and that was also the year my mother died. 2010 was the year my grandmother died. But specifics other than that, I don't really fucking know. Because I was drugged insensible. My pain management out there had talked at one point about getting me set up for a trial of the spinal cord stimulator, but they never followed through. And I could never get them to go any further with it. So when I moved out here, and got into the pain management out here, yeah, I moved out in 2000 September, either end of August or beginning of September of 2010. And I was able to get into pain management by the end of September, I think, of 2010. And by August of 2011, I already had the trial run and had the permanent spinal cord stimulator put in. So, I mean, the difference in my care of the pain management was, oh my God, it was so drastic. And it's not that it was an isolated instance in the difference in care, because the entire time I lived in the Virginia Beach area, whenever I had anything seriously wrong with me, I literally had to come out here to visit and see a doctor out here and get the issue diagnosed to find out what was wrong with me. For example, I had been having issues with pain in my abdomen, and the doctors didn't know what was going on with me and this is when I was, 18, 19 years old. And the doctors out there couldn't figure it out. I came out here for a visit, saw the OBGYN that was that my family used. He did a laparoscopic surgery on me, and that's when we found out I had endometriosis. Another time, I was having problems with nausea, vomiting, heartburn issues, stuff like that. Doctors out at the beach couldn't figure out what the hell. I came home. I saw my mom's doctor that took care of her with, her surgeries, her issues that, he did her surgery for her breast surgery. When she had cancer, he took care of a lot of her bowel issues. He saw me, and he's like, you've got gallstones, you need your gallbladder out. The idiots out there couldn't figure that out. So, unfortunately, I should have had the surgery done out here, but I didn't. I had it done out there, and it ended up being a fucking botched surgery where the incision didn't close properly, and I had that done either in 2007, 2008. I'm not really sure, but the wound didn't heal properly, and now I've got a herniated umbilical area that needs to be repaired. So over the entire time of my living out at the beach, every time I've had something go wrong, they've never been able to diagnose me out there. And my care out there had always been subpar. So, getting out here and getting my pain management under control was just so amazing. I was able to come off so much of my medications, and then to have this spinal cord stimulator implanted and to have that work and have life given back to me somewhat was just an amazing thing. I mean, I am not pain-free by any stretch of the imagination, not even close. But I do have more leeway in being able to do things. And I can at least have more blocks of time where I can set aside time to do things without without becoming immediately incapacitated. I will pay a price for it, but usually it's not an immediate price. I can usually defer that payment. But unfortunately right now I'm realizing there is another type of deferred payment that I'm paying for my spinal cord stimulator. Because from my ribs to my feet, the current is continuous. That helps keep the pain diminished. Excuse me. But it's also been keeping me from feeling any kind of pain from anything else. So any pain I do feel that comes through is quite intense. And that's not really a good thing. Because when the pain does come through, it is quite incapacitating at that point. And unfortunately, since I saw the my GYN, I've been feeling a lot more pain on my left side. Probably psychosomatic. That wouldn't be unheard of, but I do feel it nonetheless. So of course that isn't helping me any. Certainly isn't helping my stress levels. Does it make me ever want to rethink having my spinal cord stimulator? I will not. I will not give that up, because it does help my back a lot. And it's a trade-off I'll live with. Yeah, my youngest son's father, after he and I split up, he ended up with back problems and ended up having the military put in a spinal cord stimulator, and it was not as successful for him as it has been for me. And so he ended up having his removed. I wish he had had the kind of success I've had. But, you know, every case is different. And his issues are way different than mine. But you know, my appointment with the GYN really has brought up the fact that my stimulator really does not only cover my back pain, but it covers every other pain too, and I really hadn't given that much thought. I mean, I knew it covered my back pain. That's kind of the point of it, but it's masking everything else, and that may not be so good. So I think I'm gonna have to really keep that in mind with doctors and checkups and examinations. So nothing gets missed or overlooked in the future. Because there is such a hard history of cancer, and you know, on both sides of the family. And you know, the one thing I know, early detection is key, and if I'm not feeling the pain until it gets really bad, then I'm not catching it early at that point, and that's never good. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit more diligent about stuff. Not a pleasant thought to have to think about, but I guess that's reality. Just one I hadn't been hit with at up to now. So I'll still take this over being drugged insensible any day. Not even an option. So I got my call today to verify. I'm supposed to hopefully have my appointment with my therapist today. Since it's after midnight, it'll be today, hopefully. Owe her a very big apology. So hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep. Hopefully. Excuse me. That's a good sign. Maybe I'll be able to fall asleep now. So I guess I'll go ahead and end this. Probably start it uploading while I go ahead and try to sleep. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you have a good night. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.